is more moral? Or no, who is more good? The person who never has an impulse to beat up or steal or kill anyone, or the person who has these impulses but reins them in and keeps them disciplined? I think most people would agree that the person who never has these impulses is a good person, and the person who has these impulses to steal or commit acts of violence but controls them is simply a disciplined violent person or disciplined bad person. So is the person who never has these impulses, are they a robot? Are they robotic? Is the grandma down the street who, you know, they're nice, they're your grandma, they're your favorite person to go visit. Are they a robot simply because they never feel like being nasty or evil? Of course not. That's silly. So the impulse, the idea to do bad things never occurs to them, so they don't act on them. So why is it, or this question is aimed at Christians, or any religious person really. If you believe that God made us the way we do, that we're sinful by nature, why is it that we're made this way instead of all made like the grandma, who she has free, she has free choice. She could be mean if she wanted to, but she just doesn't want to. Why is it that some people want to be mean? It just, the desire is in them. And it's not a decision that they make, because this grandma is never going to decide, you know what, I'm going to be a jerk. That just doesn't happen. This desire comes from something before they make any decisions. It's subliminal, or it's subconscious. So if we were made, well, if God made us, as you say, and if we were made like all these friendly grandparents, so that everybody just never really wanted to do bad things. The idea, you could do them if you wanted to, but just the desire to do them was never there, then we wouldn't have all this pain and misery in the world. So why do we have this pain and misery? Because you say there was nothing except God. In the beginning, there was nothing but God. So there was no good and bad. There was no heaven and hell. There was no earth or Satan or angels or demons. When did he make angels and demons? And why did he make demons? Why did he make the devil? Why did he make the concept of evil? Why didn't he just make everybody so that they wanted to get along? Why didn't he make everybody so they enjoyed? So people were born by nature as good, happy people. Why not? Because he wanted to torture some people? He wanted to have some justification for throwing some people into the furnace? Doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me. And that's not good. And here's another question. Why is it that if we were to act the way God acts in the Bible, or the way his prophets act in the Bible, we would be considered evil? God gets angry at the drop of a hat. I mean, if you say something bad against him, he loses his mind. If you blaspheme the name of the Lord, you could come and call me names to my face, and that wouldn't make me angry. I get angry for other things, but I don't care if you call me names. But God cares if you call him names, apparently. God cares if you wear wool and cotton together. God cares if you tie your oxen and your horse together. You tie the wrong kind of beast of the field together. If you don't furrow your fields, or you don't rotate your fields every 7 years, he gets angry. If you eat shellfish, he gets angry. Why? Why all this anger? What possible purpose would it serve God to get angry? Because you know what happens when you get angry? You lose control. You make bad decisions. No one ever makes good decisions when they're angry. You often regret what you did when you were angry. So the people that we respect the most, the people who control their tempers, and either don't get angry or they're able to cool off and then make a cool-headed decision. God gets angry all the time. He's out of control. and that's not respectable. So if we were to act like him, if we were to kill people at the drop of a hat for insulting us or whatever, we would be bad. If we torture people, he tortures, in the Bible, supposedly tortures people for eternity. So if you were to stuff people alive into furnaces and somehow manage it so that they don't die, they just stay in the furnace burning and crackling forever, that would be monstrously evil if we did it. But if God does it, it's okay. Why is it that with God, it's a do what I say, not what I do kind of thing? We don't accept that in parents. That's bad parenting. And it's ridiculous parenting. If a parent is smoking and drinking and telling their kids don't smoke and drink while they smoke and drink, guess what? Your kids are going to smoke and drink because they learn from your example. If the Bible is supposed to be our guidebook, God is putting on a pretty bad example. And that's all for now.